match going down that day, and it's Toddzilla versus Prudnyk. And this might be Todzilla's biggest challenge of late. What do you think, bro?
I love Prudnyk. That guy is hilarious. I think he's an amazing person. Like, just his character, like one of the strongest men on earth when it comes to his sport. And he's an opera singer. Like, just amazes me. Like, he's just, I don't know. He's just crazy cool. I think he's amazing. And he's super funny. He's very witty, and he's likable, and he can arm wrestle. Like, he's an incredible arm wrestler, and he's really good in a hook, inside side pressure stuff, which is Todzilla's forte. There's probably nobody better at it than him. But I think that Prudnyk's obviously going to try and top roll him and take Todd's wrist and try to beat him where Todd's out there pulling ugly like he does, which Todd's still strong there. But I think he's less strong than he's in there really tight with his cup and everything. But I don't know. That's a tough one. I really think Todd is on a roll. I think Todd's going to win that match. I hope Todd wins that match. But Prudnyk's got what it takes to beat him. I think Prudnyk's a bit bigger. I don't know how much bigger, but I'll bet he's 20 pounds heavier than Todd. So he's got a bigger frame. But I think that Todd still probably has what it takes to win that match. But it wouldn't surprise me if Prudnyk won. It really wouldn't.
What do you think the ending score will be?
See, Todd's got endurance for days. If Prudnyk won a couple matches, I wouldn't count Todd out. I think that Todd's probably going to win that, like a 3-5, 3-1, or excuse me, a 3-2, 3-1, somewhere in there.
Okay.
That would be my guess.
Nice. So I got to ask you now, brother. So we know that we at the East versus West, they have some after pull going on. Is there anybody in particular that you were looking forward to maybe gripping up at that after pull?
So here's an interesting fact that a lot of people don't know about me. I actually hate after pulling. I always tend to get injured when I after pull because your adrenaline's come down from the event. You're kind of cooling down, and then people grip up with you and want to show how freaking strong they are, and they start just tearing into your arm. And I've never been a big proponent to after pulling, especially with people I don't know and if they're going to be aggressive. So I don't necessarily know that I'm going to after pull, but I mean, I guess I could pull some people right-handed, but my right hand isn't even close to what those people there are. But we'll see. I don't know. Left-handed, I'd be interested in gripping up with Gennady because he's good with both hands. I'd love to just see what he feels like. It really depends on how the match goes with Morozov. If we have wars and I'm shot, I probably won't do anything. But yeah, well, I don't know. I've never been a big fan of after pulling because of the injury stuff. Especially at events where there's elite arm wrestlers, and the differences are maybe a few percentage points. You know what I mean? Like I might be like 2% stronger than somebody, and as soon as you have a tough match, then I'm 5% weaker. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's just so much power at these events that I don't necessarily know. I know that there's a kid in Turkey, Efe. He's kind of Arif's.
Efe Komik.
Yeah, it's a good kid. I've been kind of talking with him on social media, and his left is coming along. I wouldn't mind gripping up with him just to kind of see he's a top roller, got a dominant hand. So I wouldn't mind seeing where he's at. He's Arif's like Padawan learner, I guess. So, but he's an impressive young kid. I'd like to see where he's at. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I might just leave and go get in bed or something. It depends on how it all turns out. So yeah, I've never been a big fan of after pulling.
Well, that sounds very smart. I agree with after hearing what you had to say. You have a lot of egos there, and you got the cameras running, and it's the perfect opportunity to receive an injury. So it
Yeah, and
might be smarter.
that's for sure. You got everybody in the world has a cell phone. Like Ryan Espy and I gripped up after a match in Vegas just because I wanted to see where my arm was and how much pain there was. He had just pulled a super match. He was not 100%. And as soon as we went to the table, like every camera in that room turned on and was watching. And we were just basically just powering up to see what it felt like. And it really didn't do Ryan any justice because he wasn't 100%. And that's the kind of thing you get. All these cameras turn on, and even little guys want a chance at the big guy, and they want to look really good against him. So they're just going to hit into your hand and into your arm. And so, yeah, it's a really good chance of getting hurt there.
Well, we'll keep that to a minimum, and we definitely. I'm going to stay near you, bro. If I see you again on that, I'll be that first one capturing that content because I'd love to see you gripping up with Gennady, and if you get in there with a F.A. Comic, and those are all definitely very interesting grip ups. I'd love to see.
Yeah. And it really depends on how I'm feeling. I wouldn't mind as long as there was an understanding that it's just a slow warm up, kind of no like big hits into my hand and my arm, because I do not want to go through another injury and have to recuperate, especially if I win and I have another match in November. I want to make sure I heal and are injury free.
And the other thing I got to say is from watching a few of the after polls, I believe that Engin controls it very much. So, he makes sure the opponents know not to hit. He tells them if he wants it slow or whatever, because, I seen Rockley and Prudnyk gripping up, and, Engin definitely was in control of the situation. So, that is one great thing about Engin.
Yeah.
The other thing I just wanted to ask you about is what day are you going to be getting in there? How many days before the event?
The 3rd. So like I said, I want to be there 3 days early. So we should be getting in there late on the 3rd, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so that's the Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the plan. I wanted to go a day earlier than that, but the flights were they changed like $500 a flight just to go a day earlier. So I kind of had to stick with what I could so that it wasn't ridiculously expensive. Flights have almost doubled since I was looking at them back in February. And I didn't want to put Engin in a position where he was spending outrageous amounts of money to get me there. So I was trying to be as considerate as possible and then also work my adjustment period as much as I could. So that's kind of where I was leaning on that. So it's the 3rd.
Nice. And that's when me and Jerry will be getting in town also. So we'll all get to hang out, all North America, and get everybody there, and we'll get some content together. Definitely, I'll get some interviews before your big match, and I'll get all behind the scenes for everybody. So keep everybody, all the subscribers, intact what's going on. So it's going to be a great weekend going down August 6th. So make sure guys get over there by the pay-per-view, help out Engin Terzi. We all know he's doing great things in the sport. Also, if you can, $100, I think it's like 120 or 130, but get that autographed t-shirt, everybody. He has, all these, he's got 15 super matches going down. So there's going to be, I think it's like 29
competitors, I think he said.
29 athletes are going to sign this autograph shirt. And I mean, we're talking legends in the sport. And I mean, you're not going to get any other opportunities to get an opportunity like this. So spend the money, get your shirt, have something to put up on a wall and a frame and all. And you'll get your pay-per-view with that, and just enjoy it and support our sport. So
yeah, it should be a good event. And like you said, there's 28 really good, amazing arm wrestlers, and then they invited me as well. So I'll make sure I sign on the back so that it's not really taking up anybody's any important people's room on the front of that jersey.
No, brother, you need to put right next to your name, number 1 left hand arm on this planet, bro. I truly, truly believe that. And I believe in the next year or so, we are all going to know. And, hopefully you get the win against Artem, and then you go into November and you beat Gasparini, and then you are the man. So,
Well, I will. I've never been much of a bragger, but I guarantee that I am the number one left-handed arm wrestler in my household. I know that for a fact. There is no doubt in my mind that I can beat my wife. And that just happened recently. So I'm moving up.
there you go, bro. Hell yeah. So before we call it a night, brother, I'd like to ask, is there anybody you'd like to shout out or anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, I would love to. Thank you very much. I've got two sponsors that have been helping me out, kind of helping me build my brand, if you want to say, Team Spur Arm Wrestling. I as a shout out to Country Crush, who has actually got a new owner now. Zane Cope here in Utah bought the Country Crush brand and business, and he has recently became a sponsor of mine. And Country Crush has two amazing handles. He's got what he calls the Country Crush, which is a V handle with rotating grips, and you get various sizes. It's incredible. And then he also has a handle called the Raptor, which is basically a single grip a roller handle, and great products. They're all made here in the USA. His website is countrycrush.net. He's just having that website redesigned right now, so hit him up, check it out. He's not only does he have Country Crush, but he also has a bunch of other grips that he sells from other manufacturers. Zane's a great guy. He's wanting to take this Country Crush brand and handles and take it to the next level. So if you guys are looking for some good arm wrestling gear to help you up your game, level up a little bit, check out countrycrush.net. Also,
one thing I got to say before that is I have both of those handles, and I've had them for the last year, and they are one of the main tools I use in my all the handles I got. They are the ones I go to. So really, really good quality. So definitely check them out. I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah, they're amazing. They really are. And then my other sponsor is Arm Wrestling Apparel. I got to shout out to Vaskin. I don't know, is it Sagoyan? Sagoyan, I think is how you say his last name.
I believe that's right.
Yeah, he's an Armenian transplant to the U.S. He's been repping Team USA at the World Championships for, oh goodness, quite a few years. He's a multiple-time world champion as well. Just an amazing person to deal with, and he is selling all this arm wrestling apparel. They've got tons of stuff. Check out his website on armwrestlingapparel.net. Great guy to deal with. He's amazing. He loves the sport, and his apparel is top notch. I compete almost every time in one of his shirts because I love it, and he's good enough to help me with sponsorship. So I'm going to do whatever I can to help him out as well. So yeah. Like I say, hit up armwrestlingapparel.net and get you some arm wrestling apparel, some good gear. He does a good job with that stuff.
And I gotta say, with that also, I got his sweatpants, and I got his shorts, and I got the red and white jersey that he puts out there. Yeah. Yo, that stuff is amazing. And every time I wear it, I got people coming up to the gym to me and saying, "Oh wow, what is that? I really like that." So definitely trending fashion stuff for us arm wrestlers. So definitely get over there and help out Vaskin. And
yeah, this is his latest design right here. I am a champion, and when I saw him in it in Hawthorne at the last event there in Hawthorne, I said, "Hey Vaskin, if I win this tournament today, can I have an I am a champion shirt?" He's like, "I will give it to you now."
So hell yeah, bro. And he couldn't have picked a better athlete to have wearing that, bro.
Yeah, I have like I say, competed in his blue. That blue, it's a different material. It's kind of like it's almost like a wetsuit material, but not quite that thick. That blue jersey that he does, I actually really like it. It's kind of tight fitting. I don't normally like that, but I love the way it feels when I compete. So I've worn that to almost every event in the last year and a half. I try to always rep his stuff. So he's a great guy. Yeah, check out his stuff. help him out. We got to support our arm wrestling community. We really do. If we want to continue to grow these people that are spending their time and energy to help build the sport, that's where we need to rely on. And why not help the local people here in the U.S. for sure. So hit up Zane and hit up Baskin, get you some Country Crush stuff, and also arm wrestling apparel. It'd be awesome. Also, check me out on YouTube, Kody. I think it's Kody Spur. Is that what it is? My YouTube channel. But subscribe to my channel too. I don't put a lot of content on there like Paul does, but on occasion I put some stuff out. So I'd love to have you guys subscribe and check me out there as well.
And I'm going to attach that in the description. I'll put Kody's link to his YouTube channel. So everybody check out the description, click over there, make sure to hit that subscribe button, go over there, check out all his content. If you're feeling it, smash that thumbs up button and help out Kody, man. Like I said, you're probably looking at the best left hand on this planet.
Well, in my household for sure. We already made that a fact. So on the planet, that's a whole different story. We'll see if that's even a thing, but I'd like to think that I have an opportunity and I can compete with those guys. So we'll see where we go.
Sounds good, brother. And thanks again for coming on my channel. You always have an open invitation. Anytime you want to get on and say something out to our community, you're always welcome here, brother.
I was just going to say the same thing, Paul. I really dig watching your content. You do a really good job. And anytime you want to talk, hit me up. I'm more than willing to come on and shoot the breeze with you for sure.